straightened out here. Welcome to Live with the Creativity Cave. Quite the schedule for this week that I've been having. As I'm sure all of you with children can relate to, on Sunday, we were notified of the Monday meet, and so I had to postpone my live, which I thought I was going to do Tuesday, getting my Stampin' Lips on. And then Tuesday morning at like 7:15, we got a text message saying, oh, by the way, I'm running again today. And we were like, what? Hence, I was not live yesterday. And then that was quite a little adventure. So his meet was about 40 minutes from here. And of course, we left in plenty of time to get there. And we get to the high school and we're like, there's not a meet happening here. Like, what's going on? So we quickly realized that there's no meet. So I quick check my email because somebody had asked earlier in the day where the meet was, and someone else replied at the high school, which is where we were. Well, then there was another reply that said, oh, it's at the old Ashford complex, which I did not know where that was. And shockingly, Google did not know where that was either. And it wasn't on the map. So I used Snapchat to figure out where my son was. Because when you open up Snapchat, you can see where their last post was, or like within a certain amount of time. I'm not sure exactly how that works. But anyway, I was able to locate him right next to what looked like a track. So I was pretty confident that that's where it was. And that still didn't come up on Google Maps. So I had to use the cross streets, and that's how we got there. So usually when you go, if you have to pay to get into the track meet, you would pay like at the entrance of the stadium. Well, this one was actually at the entrance of the parking lot. So we had to pay right away. And I'm like, we're gonna miss it. I know we are. So we're sitting there waiting for the lady to count our money. And so we go straight in. And as we're going around, like to go down the lane to park, Andy goes, there he is, running. So he's literally running. We're still driving. He's running. We park super quick. We run out and watch him cross the finish line. And that was it. So I didn't really see him race. So we drove like an hour each way to not see him race. And we paid our $10. So I hope they enjoy that money. I mean, I'm not really bummed about the money, but it just was like, if you know what I mean. And I used to think, wow, like when he was in cross country or when Ella was in cross country, I used to think, wow, I drove an hour and a half each way to watch her run 20 minutes. Well, that time I drove an hour to watch him run for like 30 seconds, if that. But we got credit for being there because he saw us. He's like, did you see? And we're like, yeah, the finish. So anyway, well, it was $10 was for two people, $5 a person. And it wasn't for parking, it was for the meet, and that's kind of the going rate. And you know what? I'm okay to pay that. But it was a big fat bummer that we didn't know. And so the website, like there's a track website, and it didn't say the address, which was the whole problem. So it said the name of it, but not like the actual street address. So always an adventure. And I'm just gonna slide that Mother of the Year trophy up in my case. That's quite full. Anyway, we did actually see him run. So, you know, we did see his race, even though that just was sewn at it. And anyway, so I do know that I believe he has a meet on next Monday. So my next week's Monday live might be at a different time as well. So just watch for that. I'll post in our group, but it's just like, oh my gosh. And I really like watching the meets. They're fun to watch, and it's kind of fun to see how the kids do over the season and all of that good stuff. So it wasn't a loss, but we did leave right away and come home because I'm like, I have stuff to do. I think the biggest problem was that one of my assistants was supposed to be here and I had to tell her not to come because we weren't going to be here, and I missed out on that, which was kind of a bummer because there's always work to be done here. So anyway, yeah, he did know that we tried, and I had dinner waiting for him when he got home at 9 o'clock last night, so I think that was good too. So anyway, I do remember one time, this was even better. I had the time wrong on one of Ella's meets, and or maybe I had how far away it was. Like I thought it was only 30 minutes away and it was like an hour away. And so we started driving, and then she texted me to tell us how she did. And I was like, oh. So anyway, oops. But we're pretty good at, we try not to miss anything. I know my days are numbered. I know I had so many comments of, oh my gosh, I remember trying to find soccer fields or cross country meets or, you know, whatever it was for your kids. And I know those days are numbered. So we'll keep going. We'll keep trying anyway. But it's like I said, I love watching them run. So that's fun. And I'm really loud when I cheer. I did actually take a video at his Monday meet, and I have to watch it before I post it because I know I was cheering in the video and I was trying to hold my phone away from my voice. So that kind of cracks me up. I feel like I had another funny story to tell you though. The story of my life, you know. But let's see. I had a busy weekend. I don't know how much I did, but it was busy. I don't recall. I'm trying to think. My daughter's almost done with school though, so she'll be home in a couple of weeks. And then I'm leaving for Hawaii. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. Well, we'll see. I hope it all comes together, but I cannot wait to go. I really can't wait. I can't wait to get some color on my skin because it's just so Midwest white girl white. And I'm really anxious to get a little color going on my skin. Actually, my husband and I have been walking a little bit, and I think I've gotten just a teeny bit of color. If only I could like lose 20 pounds before I leave. That would really rock. Yeah. I know. We had a training call earlier today. Kelly, Barb, and I do training for our teams together, and one of our trainings is together. And we were talking about the schedule coming up and that we would be gone in May, and I was sad because Kelly and I will be there, and Barb's not. She did not choose to go on this trip. So I said we would be in Hawaii wishing she was there. Although I kind of don't blame her for not going on this one, just because by the time all is said and done, if we get there, it might be just a teeny bit of a miracle. So stop drinking diet soda and you might lose weight without even trying. I think you're right about that, but that's a lot of, I would love to not drink diet soda. It's kind of like crack cocaine to me. Yeah, I know. Please use sunscreen. Don't worry. Take Flat Barb. We always do. Yes, we'll take Flat Barb and the sheriff, her husband. That's what we call him, the sheriff. I know. I wish my Diet Coke wasn't like crack cocaine. Cause I love it. I know. I know. Oh, there's so many ways I could lose 20 pounds quite easily. It's just the effort that goes behind it. Okay, so today I have some fun projects planned. I have a few guest requests. Oh my gosh, there was a lot of them. I suppose because I gave you so much time to let me know, but I did write down a list of things, and the things I don't get today, I will try and revisit. But I'm pretty excited about what I have to. We're gonna make, well, let's see, 5, 9, 10, 11 cards today. Not bad, right? So, oh, actually 12, because there were several, and I do mean several, requests for pretty perennials. And I haven't actually played with pretty perennials much lately, but I thought, what might be kind of fun is to pull in the new colors with my stamp set. Now, I know if you're not a demonstrator, obviously you can't use the new colors quite yet, but you can see them. And then when the new catalog kicks off next month, you can get them. So the other way you can get them right now is if you signed up to become a demonstrator. It's the best time of year. Although I will say, in full disclosure, they did tell us yesterday that there's going to be a joining promotion in May. It's called Join Plus, and you will get an extra $30 of whatever you want in your starter kit for free when you join Stampin' Up. So that's kind of exciting, and I'll have plenty more details about that when it is time for that promotion to start. So very exciting. If you haven't ever thought about becoming a demonstrator, there's really no reason not to do it. It's such a great thing. I can't even imagine if I wouldn't have ever found Stampin' Up in my life. Like, I can't believe how my life would be different. And so joining is always a great thing, whether you want to run a business or you just want to enjoy a discount. There is room at the table for everybody, so we would love to have you. But let me tell you, I think we're gonna make a pretty card with my stamp set and the new colors. So I'm gonna flip my camera here and give you just got a few things to share with you, but it's gonna be a good Monday. It's Wednesday. A good live today. Okay, so let me flip. All right. There we go. Okay, so first, of course, time is running out for the catalog, the annual catalog. It's almost up. Stamp sets, I forgot to mention this just a minute ago. Stamp sets are guaranteed to be in stock through Friday. After that, it's while supplies last. And the accessories, so like the colors, the cardstock, the DSPs, the accessories, the ribbons, the dies, all of those things, punches, etc. All of those are while supplies last. So there's still lots and lots of awesome stuff, but make sure you get in on those retiring favorites before the end of the month. Of course, I send thank you cards to everybody who orders from me, as well as thank you PDFs for orders over $50. This month, it is the Flowering Cactus All-Star Tutorial, and there's some really awesome techniques in these videos. You get 12 videos featuring the Flowering Cactus product medley, which is really a great product medley. I've made several cards with it before. You might recall one live a few weeks back with a certain cactus card. Just saying. Anyway, so I've got a PDF as a gift with your purchase in my online store. My host code is VCB4F6SJ for April. Also, I have 2 classes coming out this month. This week, at the end of the week, is the Boho Indigo online class. I sent an email out reminding you of this earlier today to get in on this. These projects are phenomenal, you guys. I haven't actually been this excited about a class. I mean, I always like my classes, but man, these cards are really just like a little extra something this month, I just have to say. I'm really excited about it. We're going to make 8 cards plus a boxed set of 4 additional cards, so 13 projects total. It's going to be amazing. So make sure you get registered for that. I also have links in the description of this video for all these things, so check that out. Next week is going to be my Beautiful World masculine card class, and I always have lots and lots of requests for masculine cards. This is a really great set that is really designed for masculine cards. I think you will love it. They're also really good for graduation cards too, I might add. It's just like some of the sentiments and things that are in part of the set really lend themselves to that as well. So 'tis the season for both masculine cards as well as graduation cards. And then, of course, all of my online class PDFs are posted in the Stamp Happy Academy, or at least these 2 will be for this month. I shouldn't say all, but the classes that I offer, my Creativity to Go kit and then my online class, they're posted in Stamp Happy Academy, and it is a great value to be a member. There's lots of you on here watching who are members of Stamp Happy Academy. We have two options. There's the live option, which is like my Facebook Live classes that I used to do, the same exact thing, just on this new website. And then there's also the basic membership, which gives you 4 class PDFs each month. So it's a great deal. We would love to have you be a part of it. We also have some extra things that happen with Stamp Happy Academy, and one of them, our basic and premium members will receive access to our new catalog kickoff, which is happening next month, and details about that will be coming out very soon. Okay. So today we're going to make some cards. So I'm going to start with, I have a card or a 4 by 5¼ inch piece of cardstock of just white. And I wanted to stamp on this with my set. So I'm going to pull out 3 of our new in colors. They are Fresh Freesia, Pale Papaya, and Polished Pink. Very, very lovely colors and happy springy colors, which is kind of perfect for right now. And I'm just going to do a simple card here. We'll see how this turns out. Oh, so pretty. So I'm going to do that, and I thought that soft seafoam is kind of a good color. We'll see. It might be too light. If it is, we'll add a little bit to it, but we'll see. That looks nice. And then I'm going to add let's see, some, this is Pale Papaya. Oh, I don't have these names memorized yet. That might be a little bit of a struggle, not gonna lie. Okay, so, ooh, pretty. Just gonna overlap these. I think I might end up needing to stamp this again and die cut it and pop it up on top, but we'll come to that here in a minute. And then we'll do some Fresh Freesia. This reminds me a little bit, but not quite, of Orchid Opulence, if you guys remember that color from a while back. Okay. And then let's add in some more greenery, balance this out a bit. That looks pretty good. Ooh. I just thought of something. Where did it go? Here we go. We'll put that in there. And that. Oh, so pretty. Ooh, I like the look of this so far. And maybe this is okay like it as it is, but Why would they retire your awesome stamp set, Dina? I don't know. I wish I knew. It's there's no rhyme or reason to it, I tell you. I think I want a little darker green, so I'm going to take some Pear Pizzazz and add the detail of the leaves on top here. And that might kind of brighten things up a little bit. Yeah, I'm liking the look of this. They are cray-cray, Diana. I totally agree with you. It was kind of sad. I told some of my fellow $1 million achievers that I was going to start the one and done club. So there we go. Isn't that pretty? Ugh. Totally loving this. Now, the real question is, so hard to decide. What do I do about the center of this? I can't decide, because one option would definitely be to add something to it. Something like a soft little, oops, oh, that was there on purpose. A soft little vellum flower. Ooh, that could be pretty. And then, or a not as soft, but still soft white flower. Yeah, I'm thinking the vellum one looks better. And then, oh, so pretty. Then I've also got, I have a whole bunch of these pieces already die cut, so they're kind of easy to pull out. Then I've got this center, which we could put on top, or we could stamp one in some polished pink. Let me show you what I mean by that. And that could be pretty. So, okay, so this is one option. And then another option, I'm going to bring in my scrap paper here. So we can take our stamp, I'm going to ink it up with a polished pink and stamp it. This is just to get color on here. And, ooh, that's kind of cool too, by the way. Getting a little more color on there. And then I could put this right here. I kind of like that. Oh, but I can't decide. Oh, so many choices. I think I'll stick with the white. But we'll hold that because we could do something with that another time. Okay, so let's take and adhere this. I think one of the things I love about this set so much is that it's just really simple to make a really quick card with it, without a ton of thought involved, which is wonderful. Oops, that is too big of a dot. I need a mini. Okay. Oh, so pretty. All right. Now, we do have some new little embellishments. We've got those. And then we also have, I just gotta find them. These. No, that's not quite right. But these might be. These are the In Color Jewels. Oh, they're just so shimmery. I love them. Okay. So I think we could just stick one of these in here, and that would be kind of cool. Dun, dun, dun. And then maybe one here. And one here. And then a little fresh Frieza there and there. Oh, I'm totally loving this. They're really, I don't even think the camera does them justice. They really shimmer a lot. So very pretty. Okay, next, I think what I'm going to do with this is keep it kind of soft, and I'm going to stamp happy in some smoky slate. Down here. I was going to do happy birthday, but now I think I'm going to do you make me. And I'm going to do that on just a little skinny strip of cardstock that I just happen to have. I'm going to stick my butt out so I can stamp the street. Because as many of you know, I've taught you that when you stick your butt out, that is the key to successful stamping. Okay, then I'm just going to take and punch the ends of this. And let's take a snip and snip this. This is just a pretty spring card. I might have to make myself a few of these. Just a little bit more. Ooh, I don't know if I can do that. Here we go. I'll show you my trick for this. When you have a piece like this that's not quite long enough, you need an extender arm. I'm just going to wrap a Post-it note on here. That'll give me a little more length to hold on to. And then I can trim this down a bit, like so. And now it's the right length, and then I can just undo the Post-it. So there we go. So cute. Now you can see I got a little smudge of ink right there. Oh my gosh, I love it when my nail polish matches my ink pad, matches my card. I love that. That's nice. Sometimes things just work out. Okay, so I have this sand eraser, which is one of my favorite little tools, and this will take that little bit of ink off, and you just need to lightly sand the area, and I think we've got it. Now these sand erasers are part of my adhesive kits that I have available, and there's a link in the description of this video for you. And my adhesive kits, I'll show you what they look like here in, whoops, just a second. They're pretty awesome. They come with most of the basic adhesives that we carry that you would use, and they're really handy. Okay, oh, so pretty. All right, I believe this is polished pink cardstock. Oh, it sure is. So I'll give this a fold. This is polished pink, and then I think I might see if I happen to have, if I have a bit of, is it pale papaya? I can never remember. I'm gonna trim this down slightly. Okay. Oh, I do happen to have some right here. I love it when things work out. I love this pale papaya. It's just real soft, a soft peachy color. I think softer than we've really ever had before. So it's going to be fun to work with. Okay. Let's put this all together. Oh, so gorgeous. I've got my seal. And I like the gray on here because it's not too bright in your face. And then we'll just layer it up onto our card base. So pretty. So polished pink, fresh freesia, pale papaya, a little bit of soft seafoam and pear pizzazz for the greenery, and then our sentiment is in smoky slate. So very pretty, very springy. Oh, just really screams spring, so that's lovely. Okay, now we are going to totally change gears for our next card. This was a guest request somewhere. Let's see. We're going to make a masculine themed card. Okay, just cleaning up my space a little because I kind of have a ton of stuff out. Okay, let's get this put away. All right, now I'll just push all these stamps back. Now for our next card, we're going to do a little masculine card, and the request was to use the camouflage background stamp. So I think this is a really fun background stamp that I have not taken enough advantage of, but let's play with it now. I think the easiest way to use a background stamp is to put it in your Stamparatus. So I'm going to pull my Stamparatus out, and so I've got my stamp. I'm going to ink up a piece of cardstock, and we'll put it right here. So what I want to make sure is that my stamp is going to cover up that whole space. So we'll pick it up there, and I think it's good. Now, because it's a background stamp, I can't use a magnet on this, but I'm going to put an ink pad under here. You can also put a stamp case, like a stamp set case. It just helps keep your plate level so that you can ink it up really well. Okay, so I'm going to ink this stamp up, and this is kind of a cool image because it's got kind of like my stamp, it's got texture kind of built into the image itself. Okay, so there we go. I've inked it up in Night of Navy ink, and I'm going to stamp it on Night of Navy cardstock. So we'll do that right here, and then I like to do the sleeve method of rubbing. I pull my sleeve up, and it allows me to get nice even pressure all over my stamp by sliding my arm across. Okay. All right. Okay, that should be good. And then we'll pick this up, and voila, so pretty. So we've got this cool background. All right, so I'm going to take and I'm going to throw a scrap sheet of paper in here and then close this up and set it aside. So I don't want to take the time to clean it right now while I'm live. But what I'm going to do is take this piece, and then I'm going to trim this piece down a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to trim this to 3 3/4, and I want to say it's by 1 5/8. So hopefully that is correct. If it's not, we'll just trim it down a little bit. Okay, and I want 3 pieces that are 1 5/8 inches. And the piece I started with, by the way, was just a 4 by 5 1/4 that I happened to have cut, but basically a 1/4 sheet of cardstock so that you can use it. Okay, so there are my 3 pieces. Okay, then what I'm going to do is take these 3 pieces and I'm going to adhere them. Well, I'm going to fold my card base, which is Night of Navy. And then I've cut a 4 by 5¼ inch panel of Misty Moonlight, which I'm going to use. I don't know why this is kind of curving, but it's fine. And then what I want to do with this is take these 3 pieces and position them on here. And here's where I wanted to make sure the dimensions were right. And yeah, it does look good. 1 5/8 by 3 3/4. Okay, so I'll flip these over, put some adhesive on them. Oops, swear jar, I just used fast fuse. I'm getting down to the wire, guys. I'm almost out of it. Okay, so I like to put the kind of 2 end pieces down, and then I can center this last one in between the 2. Okay, so there we go. Isn't that pretty? Oh, my blouse matches the in color. Yeah, it's pretty close, isn't it? Very true. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is pop this one up with some dimensionals. This is a sheet I got from a paper pumpkin kit, I think, but it's too big, so it doesn't fit in my slot, so I want to get rid of them. You know how I feel about getting rid of dimensionals. It's very important to me. Okay, and then we'll just position this onto our card. Okay, very nice. Now I've also die cut 2 stitched rectangles. And these are, let me show you. So in your set of stitched rectangles, this is the 2nd and 3rd one in the big layered set, because then there's a smaller layered set. This is the 2nd and 3rd large, or smallest in this bigger set. Hope that makes sense. And what I'm going to do with this is stamp my sentiment, which is right here. This is from, it's, Happiest of Birthdays. Isn't that the name of it? This one. I even have the stamp set out so I can show you. Yes, Happiest of Birthdays. Good job, Dina. It's your day. Enjoy it. That's what we're going to stamp. And we'll do that in Night of Navy ink. Right on here. Like that. Okay, almost straight. All right, and I'm going to pop this layer up. Onto here like so. And then we'll add it to our card like that. And this is pretty, plain, but you tend to not embellish boy cards too much. But I really like the look of it because it's just really simple. Now, if you wanted, you could substitute this with like a Father's Day sentiment for Father's Day if you needed a Father's Day card, or whatever type of card, a thank you, any, whatever sentiment you want here would be perfect. So I think this is just a really great all-purpose masculine card. Now, having said all that, this camouflage card is really, or this background stamp is really cool, but you can get a similar effect by using any of our other background stamps. I love the camo for this, and maybe you've seen blue camo. You could do the same in pink for a female card, and I think it would be beautiful as well. So whatever floats your boat. This is just a really fun technique with background stamps. So the dimensions, by the way, were 1 5/8 by 3 3/4 for this, three pieces. All right, so there you go. There's our next card. Now our next, the next card we're gonna make is one that is something I get requests for every now and again, which is little kid cards. And this could certainly go for a boy or a girl. This is a card I received from one of my team members in a swap. This is from the fabulously talented Chris Kaiser. She is on my team of demonstrators here in Iowa. I've known her for many, many years, and she's a very talented stamper. At any rate, what I love about this is that it's just really fun, bright colors using the Dino Roar stamp set, or no, I'm sorry, Dino Days stamp set. And this is getting retired, which really bums me out because I love this stamp set. And I don't have little boys, but I think it's so cute. And I would send this to anybody, by the way. So anyway, I'm going to take her card and I'm changing it up just a little bit for my card today. So I'm going to start with my piece of white and we're going to protect my background here. And I'm going to use a slightly different color scheme. I've got Poppy Parade, Mango Melody, Granny Apple Green, and Pacific Point, all brights. And we're going to just make some fun cards with that. So I'm going to start with Pacific Point. And let me just grab my stamps here. And we're going to start with our Brachiosaurus. I know this because this is a fun fact for you guys. Not only have I seen Jurassic Park, but I've also actually been on a dinosaur dig. When I was the summer after I graduated from college, I went on a dinosaur dig in the middle of nowhere, South Dakota. It was very fun. And by very fun, I mean hot and dirty and gross, but pretty cool. Okay. So we started off with that. Then we'll do a little mango. Okay. And then we'll do a little Granny Apple Green. I know, no Coastal Cabana. It's, you can't use it on every card. Most cards, but not every card. And then our Poppy Parade. Okay. Then you get rid of all these. Just the blocks for these take up a ton of space. Okay, then what we're going to do is, let's see, I'm going to close up some of these ink pads because I can already tell you guys are freaking out about them being open. I know how y'all work. Then we're going to add what I think really sets this stamp set apart is the two-step stamping. So we've got the little spines. So we'll do this one in some Mango Melody. And then we'll do this one in some Granny Apple Green. And this is just too flippin' cute in my personal opinion. Oh, I love that. And then yes. Ooh. Yes, because I couldn't go live Monday because of your meet. And then I couldn't go live again yesterday because of your meet.
Well, I got these.
What did you get?
So, JV 4x4 got bronze. This is Davenport.
This was Monday.
Tuesday, first place 4x8.
You got first place?
Yeah.
You guys won?
Yeah.
Nice. Well, awesome.
And then JV 4x8 Monday.
And then this is your 4x8 silver. Well, how cool is that? Look at, they're all saying good job.
So,
aww.
Future D1.
Future D1. Oh boy. Here we go. Well, good job, sweetie. That's pretty cool. I didn't realize you guys won your race yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Was it JV and varsity together?
Yesterday?
Yeah.
No, I ran varsity 4x4.
Oh. Well, cool.
Where?
They're all saying congratulations.
This is my home screen.
Aww. That's his home screen. By the way, did I tell you how I figured out where your track meet was yesterday?
No, how'd you figure it out?
On the Snap map. There was no address and it didn't come up in Google Maps.
Oh.
So I found you on Snapchat. That's literally how we got to your meet yesterday.
That's funny.
I never told you that.
All right, thank you for everyone saying good job.
Oh.
I'm gonna ice all night tonight.
You're going to ice all night? Excellent.
Yep.
Okay. Well,
Love you.
I'll see you later. Love you.
All right, bye.
Okay, guys, back to our card. Okay, so I'm going to take some black ink and then stamp your rar sum. Maybe I should give this card to him. That was pretty cool that he got some medals. And then we're just going to kind of fill in the little spots around here, like so, wherever there's a little bit of room. And then there's still some spots, so we'll take and there's still some spots. There's still some open space, so we'll take the spots and stamp those. Oh my gosh, high jump. Yeah, well, Carl might be good at that. I don't know if he's ever tried it, but I will tell you, Ella did not have the tall jeans that Carl has. And there was no good jumping ability in this family. I don't know where my kids got their running jeans from either, because both my husband and I were fairly athletic in high school, but not running. Like, where did that come from? I don't know. Like, we don't run. I laughed because I saw this meme the other day that said, when it was a friend of mine from high school who's not married, and it said something like, before you start dating somebody seriously, you really need to find out if they're mimosas on a Saturday morning or run a 5K on Saturday morning before you commit. I thought that was pretty hysterical. Okay, so there we go. Isn't that so cute? Oh my gosh, that is awesome. Diana said her son, or was your son? I think she said grandson got a scholarship for high jumping. Oh goodness, very cool. Okay, so I've got on this card, I've got a Pacific Point card base. And I just thought this was bright and happy, so cute for a kid. And I love it because it's just stamping. There's nothing, like there's no big die cuts or fancy things. There is a set of dies that does coordinate with this, which is, by the way, pretty awesome. But, when you're sending this to a small child who probably doesn't care that you stamped them a card, this is pretty fun. But this is also a really cool set. If you have kids that want to make cards, this is a fun set for them to work with because it's pretty easy to play with. Okay, so the other thing is I've got this little strip, and then we're going to stamp happy birthday on here. My happy birthday is from Itty Bitty Birthdays, which is one of my favorite stamp sets for birthday sentiments. Let me pull it out for you. Just so cute. Now, if this was for a little girl, you could just switch out one color, make the pterodactyl like Melon Mambo or Magenta Madness, and then you'd have a little bit more girly card. But I mean, as a kid, you could give this to either one. But I just think it's cute. So I pulled out the happy birthday, and we'll stamp that on this little strip of Granny Apple Green. It's just a 1/2 inch strip. Get this inked up nice. And I'll stamp that right in the middle. Hopefully that's straight. Not too bad. And then we'll just put it across like so. Okay, maybe we'll pop it up. You know how I like to pop up stuff. Such a cute card. Very easy too. We'll do this. No. Okay. I'll trim my ends off. And boom. Okay. cute. All right, so there's mine. And then this was my inspiration. So very fun. Just love those cards. All right. Now, our next, let's see, for 9 cards or so, I can't remember, 5, yeah, I think 9 cards, are really, really simple. And this is another guest request that I had, and it was to use our Memories and More cards to make cards. And then I also had one of my downline is a nurse. Her name is Vicky, and she said she needed to make 100 thank you cards. So these are both going to kind of fulfill those. So the first one is I pulled out some Memories and More cards from the Flower for Every Season kit. And I think, let me double check this. I think they're pretty heavily discounted right now, if I'm not mistaken. Let me quick look. Yeah, so 60% off on these the Flowers for Every Season, 60% off of the World of Good ones. And by the way, if you're taking my class, you're going to get some of these. And then the note cards and envelopes are also discounted. So that's 20% off that I'm going to use. So they're really simple and they're inexpensive. So this is a great thing to check out. Here is the rest of the set. I think this is mostly the set. I've used a few. But you can see they're really pretty. They're really pretty on one side. And then here's the other side from the heart. Oh, you are my sunshine. That's so cute. So lots of things that you can do with these. And then they also come with the 4x6 ones. And then there's also some stickers. I almost said stickies. So lots and lots of things that you can do with these. Really easy. Okay, so let me show you how simple it is to put these cards together. Okay, so first, I'm gonna do this one. I did die cut one piece for one card. I pulled this beautiful little floral piece, and one of the things I loved about this is that it kind of combines a couple of things. I love the this is a whole suite of products, but there's the flower jar, or is that what it's called? Flower jar of flowers. It matches punch, the jar punch. Jar of flowers. Okay. And anyway, this pattern is not found in the DSP, so it's kind of cool. It coordinates with everything, but it wasn't actually in the DSP, so it's a Memories and More card. Anyway, so I thought for this, here's our first thank you card. Now, the sentiment is from the So Sentimental stamp set. We're going to do a couple images with that stamp set, so I can't thank you enough. And then the die cut label that I used is the coordinating set of dies, which is called Stitched So Sweetly. And we'll just take and put this on here. Now what you can do then is bring in some coordinating products. For instance, this magenta ribbon is also on discount right now because it's on the retirement list. So you can get this at a great discount. Me likey that magenta ribbon big time. Okay, I kind of am doing this in the wrong order, but that's okay. So what I was going to do is put a little ribbon behind this, just to add a little something something to it. Nothing terribly fancy, just a little extra touch. Grab my scissors. Okay, and then I'm going to pop this up on here. Maybe I'll do it down here. Like so, and then adhere this to my Memories and More card. Okay, crazy easy and voila, we're done. Except, wait for it, coordinating envelope. That's right. Oh, okay, love that. So there's one. The next one is this pretty card. And we're going to stamp this again with one of the images from our So Sentimental stamp set. I'm going to stamp this in cinnamon cider ink. And this is kind of perfect for a nurse. Sending healing hugs. Okay, so that's super cute. Close this up. And we'll put it on the coordinating Memories and More card. Popped up. Look at, we are going to use those dimensionals up. And look at the other side is so pretty. It's all so pretty. Totally loving it. Except I feel like, yeah, this one goes on here. This one might have been for the Just Jade, but that's okay because other things coordinate. Now I'm going to use some of my little enamel dots to decorate this one. Because I can. Like so. Oh, so cute. Okay. Oh, but wait, there's more. The envelope coordinates. Oh, so wonderful. All right, this one. Okay, now I gotta make sure I do the right cards. This one goes with this one. This one goes with this one, and this one goes with this one. Okay. We're going to take some Poppy Parade. Again, still using our So Sentimental stamp set. I did drop something, but that's okay. And I've got a 4U. And we're going to just ink that up and stamp that right in the corner there. That kind of coordinates with this one. And that little 4U is so easy. And we'll just pop this up. So cute. And we've got this is our Just Jade card. So I think I'll take and add some Just Jade little dots on here because we can. I love that there's so many coordinating products. And of course, obviously, coordinating envelope. Love it. Whitney's going to be so happy. I have all these thank you cards that I'm making. Okay, our next card. Oh, where'd they go? Here we go. Our next card is practically all done already because it's already pre-printed. I'm just going to plop this bad boy on here. So that's it couldn't be simpler. Like that. And then we'll just add a few of these on here to make it pretty. What? So easy. Oh, I love it. Okay. So, do the envelopes come with the Memories and More card set? So the Memories and More cards are just these. So the stickers and the 3x4 cards and the 4x6 cards. Then you can get separately a pack of these note cards and envelopes that I'm using. So they're two things, and both of them are discounted right now. So it's a great bundle to have. Or not bundle, but like coordinating products. Okay, so there's that one. And then this one. Now I saw, I think it was Anne who said, I make it look so easy. And I know I do. Now, a couple things. first of all, keep in mind, I am a full-on professional stamper. Like that, this is my job, my day job. This is what I do all the time. And I will tell you though, when you're struggling to create, what I highly recommend you do is copy. So if you say I make this look easy, if you have these supplies, take what I'm making and copy them verbatim. Make them exactly the same. I wouldn't share with you if I didn't expect you or encourage you to copy exactly what I'm doing, because it is then super easy. And what I think you'll find is that once you copy a few times here and there, you'll find it gets easier and easier. And then you can start taking things that you're copying and then making little tweaks to make them your own. And then once you do that a little while longer, then what you can do is literally create on your own. So it doesn't, you don't have to recreate the wheel when you come sit down to make a project. And here's a really good example of that, by the way. And also I'm going to stamp For You on here, but then on the inside, I'm going to stamp my real sentiment. I just didn't want to cover up that pretty paper. So we're going to do this. So again, all this is still from that stitch So Sentimental, sorry. But then I'm going to put the For You on the outside real quick. Oops, I need my ink pad. I just need the clean. So here's a good example. When you guys know I knit, and I will tell you right now, I've been knitting since Ella was born. That's when I learned to knit. So she's 19. And I have yet to create anything solely on my own. I have only ever followed patterns to create projects with. So I think that it's really important to realize that you just make copy, be happy, enjoy the process. And the more you copy, the easier it comes. And the easier it comes, the more likely you can start tweaking and making it a little bit more your own. And the more you make it your own, then the more you can actually create your own from start to finish projects. But in the meantime, don't feel bad about copying. Okay. Oh, there's another card. So 5 cards. That was so fast, right? Loved it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So awesome. Okay. Now there's another set of Memories and More cards. And this one was actually the one that was requested you work with. This is the Dandy Garden ones, and these are the ones I just dropped, so hold on. Okay, so just like the Flowers for Every Season ones I showed you, there are the 3x4 cards. This is from this is out of the holiday catalog, or the holiday catalog, oh my gosh. Okay. And then there's all these pieces too. So there's a whole bunch of pieces that come in these. So this is the card pack. Then you can also get separately the note card and envelope pack. And you can see these are really cool. They're printed. And then the envelopes are really pretty. Check this out. It's got the pretty flap, and then the front of it is printed. So that's really pretty as well. Okay, so we're going to make some cards with these. And just like before, they're going to be real easy and real simple. Now, what I love about these is they really, truly are so easy to create with. So they come pre-scored. So I'm just folding these up quick. And then I chose just 4 cards. You can, obviously, there's plenty to choose from. But let me show you what I'm going to do with them. So the first one is Thinking of You. We're just popping that up on there. Couldn't be easier. I guess we could probably embellish it a little bit. but nothing fancy about this one. Because again, I'm trying to help meet the need of my downline who said she needed to make 100 thank you cards for some nurses. And nurses love to stamp. I know this because I have many nurses who are customers and team members, just like Vicky, who's a nurse. Okay, so that's really easy, right? And cute with the matching envelope. All right, the next card is Smile. And when I put this on here, I was like, oh, well, that just didn't look quite right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put this on here, but then we're going to slice a little bit off so that it just looks kind of cool. You'll see. So I'm going to put this on like this. All right. And then I'm going to flip this over, grab my snips and just snip this off. Boom. There we go. Okay. I think that's really cute. All right. Don't forget coordinating envelope. All right. Next one. Blessed. Same thing. Now, this one, we're going to put on the other side, but we're still going to trim a little bit off. So I'm going to trim 3/4 of an inch off. I guess that was a little more than I needed to do. But I wanted this to be on this side. So again, I'm just going to pop it up. And then I still have these little extra pieces that I can do stuff with if I want. Brenda, I saw a minute ago, said another suggestion is to take classes. And oh my gosh, for sure take classes. I have really awesome classes, if I can just say. And they are all geared towards helping you make lots of different things. And they're usually based on a single set or a bundle, so that you can have a successful experience with stamping. Okay, same thing here. We're going to just cut about 1/2 inch off of each side, and that'll make this a square. Okay. And then this will fit nicely on our card. All just crazy simple, you guys. But really nice looking cards, even though they're crazy simple. So I like that a lot. And this one already has the thank you so much already on here. So easy. So look at that. And of course, matching envelope. All right, so let me show you all of these from this set. So this was the Dandy Garden from the the January to June catalog. So we've got thank you so very much, blessed, smile, and thinking of you. So incredibly easy. Now there's other parts and pieces that you can, of course, use. You can take these and step them up further if you want. You can add layers of cardstock to them, but I just like these so basic. I mean, I could put a layer of like mossy meadow behind this. That would look lovely, but you don't have to. I think this is great as is. All right, so let me show you all the projects I made today. So we've got these 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and of course they're coordinating envelopes, which I love. Then we've got these 5 cards with, this is the set in the occasions. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These were embellished a little bit more than the others. I mean, not a lot more, but a little bit more. All right. And then we've got the other cards we did today. We've got the Dinosaur Roar, or Dino Roar card that I cased. This was my downline Chris's card, and then this was my take on it, just a little different. Then we've also got this really cool masculine card featuring the camo camouflage background, which I just loved that. So simple. And then, of course, by request, we had another Pretty Perennials card. This one features the new upcoming in colors, polished pink, pale papaya, and fresh freesia. So very pretty. So I hope you loved our projects from today. I think they were really fun. Kind of a good variety of all kinds of stuff and a whole bunch of cards in a pretty short period of time. Look at this. I'm ready to go, you guys. Those memory and more cards are so fun. I really like them, and you can make so many cards really quickly with them. So that's a really nice perk. One other thing I wanted to mention, and I don't know if I have a printout for this or not. I have a group called Sending Sunshine and Rainbows. I'm just going to write it down here. I need to print off a thing. And I created this group. When you see the graphics, you'll know it's my group. I created this group about a year ago, and the idea behind it is that we all make cards, and this is a group that helps connect you with people who would both like to receive cards as well as to kind of exchange them with. So there's two parts to this group. Well, kind of three. One is you can join our RAK list, R-A-K, which means Random Act of Kindness, and we basically create a list that you can include your name on if you would like to send and receive cards for your birthday. So if you're on the list, we ask that you send cards to others. And if you're on the list, you will receive cards in return. Each month, we list out whose birthdays are coming up for the month. And it's a really wonderful group for just that part. But the other part of this is that you can nominate cards or nominate people, recipients for cards from the group. So for instance, maybe you know somebody who's going through an illness or a rough patch in their life, or maybe they're celebrating a milestone birthday or an anniversary, something that deserves cards. You can submit their nomination to me via email, and you can send cards to the nominees. So we post nominees about every 2 weeks, and we're about to post another round. I had asked for nomination requests, and we've gotten a whole bunch. I hadn't had very many coming in, so I kind of put a special post out saying, hey, give me your nominations, and I've gotten a whole bunch of really wonderful ones. So we'll be posting those shortly. Anyway, so you can both nominate somebody if you'd like, or if you know somebody who deserves cards or could use a little sunshine and rainbows in their life, you can nominate people. And then you can also send cards to the people who are specifically nominated each time. So like I said, about twice a month, we post nominations. So anyway, that group is really awesome. You just need to join the Facebook group, and I'll put a link after this video is done for it. And it's a really great group to be a part of. I know many of you make lots of cards, and you might need help knowing who to send them to. And it's a really rewarding group to be a part of. So it really makes a huge difference in the lives of so many people. By the way, I get so many wonderful emails saying thank you so much. The cards really helped the person, whomever it is, whether it's a relative or whomever. I do ask, though, that nominations are people you actually know. Please do not send nominations for someone you see on Facebook that you don't actually know. I've had several people request cards for scams. One was a few months ago. I had a little girl who they were trying to raise money for a wheelchair, and I discovered after a little research that it was a scam. So I ask that you nominate only people you actually know, just to make sure we're on the up and up with that. Anyway, so I'd love to have you be a part of that. I also, just quick reminders, I've got my Boho Indigo class is coming out at the end of this week. My Beautiful World Masculine Card Creativity to Go kit comes out next week. And shopping for any of the fabulous stuff I have shown you today would really help me out. I really appreciate your orders. They help me continue to bring awesome videos just like this one to you each week. You can shop my online store. There's links in the description of this video, as well as you can use my host code VCB for E6SJ, and that would be awesome. Use the host code only for orders under $150. If they're over that much, skip the code because you will get free stuff from Stampin' Up! Called Stampin' Rewards. And when you do order with me, I send fabulous gifts. This month, I'm sending a free all-star tutorial PDF with 12 video projects featuring the flowering cactus product medley, which is found in our occasions catalog. And even if this is not your cup of tea, there's some really cool techniques included in this set of videos that I think you will enjoy. So check it out. All good stuff. You can also order this PDF individually if you would like, and it's available to anybody worldwide. And we do include dimensions in both English and metric units, which is helpful. So thank you guys so much for being here. One more quick reminder, I might be live on not Monday next week because of Carl's meet. Just I'll post in my Facebook group the date if it's, well, I know it will be changed because he has a meet on Monday, but I will keep you posted on when the redo date is. We'll make sure we don't have any surprise additional meets before I commit to a date. So anyway, thank you guys all so much for stamping with me today. If you could give me a thumbs up, that would be so awesome, as well as click to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of these awesome videos in the future. Have a great rest of your week, my friends, and I'll see you soon. Bye.